Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you. Well, I got something. Ron's probably feeling a little down. He probably needs somebody to kind of set him straight, help him come to terms with what just happened, but still allow himself the will to live on, to keep going, to fight another day. I got some words of encouragement from this guy in a very noisy room. This guy's name is Christopher Goyler. He says, "Let me guess, you fell off once, and now you're done." Wow, what a powerful statement. Let's see what he has to say. This is for you, Ron DeSantis. This message goes out to you, brother.
Let me guess.
Like it's he's like in his meth factory or something. Just gonna have this open sound the entire time, I bet.
You hit rock bottom one time, and you gave up, and now you're done. You had a fallout one time, you gave up, wrote yourself off, and now you're done.
See, Ron, you're not alone. You're not alone, Ron. Chris is here for you. I'm here for you. Listen, you fell down a little bit. It was a little beta to kind of act like you won. Something slimy about that. But, I understand you got to do what you got to do. And I know how you feel inside. And so does Christopher.
Let me guess. You fell off one time, and now you gave up, and now you're done.
Let us guess, Ron. This how you feel inside, brother? You doing okay? You gonna be all right? We got you.
Hey, can anybody vouch for anything I say? Yep, I hit rock bottom, but I didn't give up, though.
He's like, let me be real with you. I'm actually speaking from experience. I, too, have been there.
Yeah, I hit rock bottom, but I didn't write myself off. Fallouts.
He was like, he probably has some friends that tell him, like, yo, dude, you give, like, great advice. You're so helpful. You're so, like, your story's kind of inspiring. You should tell people about it. You should, you should make videos and help people out. And he's like, yeah, I should do that. So he has kind of in his mind, in his head, like this kind of perception of being kind of a thoughtful life guru type guy, So there's lots of thoughtful, pregnant pauses as he searches for the next morsel, the next nugget of knowledge to offer up to us. What a king.
Fall in love. Rock bottom. A lot of people say, man, yep, I've hit rock bottom before. Yeah, I've had a fallout. Yeah, I fell off, but,
What are you going to do? Sometimes it happens.
That happens constantly. But people don't write themselves off. They don't give up, and they're not done.
I mean, Ron, you think you've got it bad? You think you have something to overcome? Think you have adversity? Look at Chris over here, okay? Look at this fucker. Where is he? There he is. Look at this fuck.
How many times I lost my freedom? How many times I've hit rock bottom? How many times I've had to fall out and I fell?
He's like, no matter how many times I ruin my life and ruin everyone's life around me, I always get back up and ruin it again. Honestly, I'm kind of a fucking monster and I can't be stopped.
But I'm not done. Sometimes people, I've had 4 jobs.
What is he like? Did he decide to like blow up his queen size blow up mattress? And he's like, man, I got like 5 minutes to kill. I'm gonna record a video.
In the workforce. I lost my government check more than once. I've got arrested more than once.
I want this guy to show up at like a town hall and just fucking and say all of this verbatim to anybody, any politician, anybody running for president right now, preferably Ron DeSantis, because he needs to hear it the most. But honestly, anybody. I would love to hear the reaction to this story.
Got back home and right back at it. Are you tired? You need to take a nap?
Is he talking to me? Can he see me over there?
Are you sleepy? Mm-hmm.
You know what? I haven't heard Vivek Ramaswamy. I haven't heard any of the candidates talk about this, but I want to know what Vivek Ramaswamy thinks in particular about Short Circuit 2. I want to know what his feelings are about the brown face acting, and if he thinks his people were fairly represented.
Just because you have one fallout and you fall off one time and you hit rock bottom.
Yes.
That don't mean you gotta write yourself up.
Nope. Don't have to.
Yourself. Say, oh, I'm done.
He's like, you're not a loser, are you? You're not a fucking idiot, right? Of course not. You're watching my video.
The return of lost. Really? One fallout? You fell off once? You hit rock bottom one time?
One time.
That's all?
He's like, that's nothing, dude. Every single day I hit rock bottom. Come to my house. It's all green. We were shooting Star Trek movies in here.
Are you well over 35 years old? Really? I'm well over 35 years old. I'm 35 years old.
Well, I'm glad he's doing so well. He seems really happy and well adjusted. Let's see what else he's got. Let's see. I'm going to take this girl shopping. Interesting. I'm curious. What the fuck is going on? Is this guy like a fucking... Well, I mean, he's definitely a creep, but is he like a weird creep? Like, what the fuck is this? Is this where Tupac is from? What is this guy doing?
No, 2 years, 10 years ago, 2 decades. Hey. Hey.
It's like if you ever thought what it feels like to go insane. Like you ever look at a person that just like snapped. And you're like, what's going on in that brain? What happened? I think this is probably the soundscape of it at the very least. Like I would take this recording, and if I was making a movie and part of it was like took place, let's say, in hell, I would definitely work these sounds into the architecture of the soundscapes and the soundtrack.
Everybody to the wild, wild west. The state that's untouchable like LENS. The track hits your eardrum like a slug through your chest. Take the best for you, Jim. What? Sit here. We in the sunshine state where the bomb ass hit me. The state where you never find a dance floor empty. And pay the fee on a mission for the invaders. Leading me, money making machines or routines. I've been in the game for 10 years with McRaccoons. Ever since I was from Burn Sesame, now it's 95 and they caught me and watched me die in the shot.
Like imagine if this just never stopped. And you had to like go about your daily life, your regular life, just trying to do things, trying to talk to people, trying to think, and this just never stopped in your head. That's must be what it's like being fucking crazy.
No, stab there. What?
No.
See, you have fucking kids? Oh, of course he does. Holy shit. You see things like this, these videos, and you're like, fucking. All right, antinatalists. Okay.
Well, fuck you then. Fuck you too, man. Show your face. No. But just do it one time. Hell no. Well, that's cool. Why didn't you answer me? Go accept my friend's request. Nah, I want you to show your face. No, babe. Why not? Because I said so. Oh.
He's like talking to, like, that sounds like a kid. What a fucking creep, dude. Am I going to have to report this? Like weird groomer shit that I just stumbled upon? The fuck?
Okay. Okay. That's on you. Yep, that's on me. Yep. Nah, I don't want to show my face because you're gonna beat me. Because I'm on what? You're gonna beat to it. I'm on what?
Yeah, he's talking to a kid, and the kid's like, yeah, you're going to jerk off to it. What? Can you say that again, please?
Nothing. Just show your face real quick. No. Yes. No, you can't. I ain't tripping. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Accept my friend's request. Who's your friend?
Accept my friend's request. So this girl just wants to make sure this guy is not a creep. So she filters it through her friends. TikTok or whatever the fuck they're on. Oh my god, dude. See, this is like that's the terrifying thing about technology and having children. It's way too vulnerable to this kind of shit. Way too easy access. Like, holy fuck. I want to reach into the screen and fucking smash this dude's face into that base. in a video game, in Minecraft, of course.
214 Bato.
Who's that?
My friend.
Who's your friend?
My friend.
Who's your friend?
She's really nice.
She's really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, she is, huh?
Yeah, she's so nice and pretty.
Well, man, shut the hell up.
You shut the hell up, bitch.
Will you stop going?
No, shut
Will-
up. Who you think you're talking to?
Will you?
This is the fucking dude that we just watched, the Don't Give Up guy. Is this one of his? Maybe this is just a real example. This is like a play that he wrote to show people, you know, what a piece of shit scumbag you could actually become.
Listen, will you stop going? Listen, will you stop going on about how pretty you are? You just keep on going about how pretty you and your friend are. Oh, we're so pretty. We're just pretty girls. Why you keep on doing that?
Doing what?
Going on about how pretty you are. Oh, we're so pretty. We're just so beautiful with pretty girls. Why do you keep doing it?
Then accept it.
But don't you think I'm smarter than? Don't you think I'm smart enough to know better by now?
By what?
Oh my God. He's like, you think this is my first rodeo talking to underage children? You think I ever been visited by a predator poacher or two? You think I'm stupid? Mm-mm.
Okay, girl. You're pretty. Awesome. That's cool.
You're pretty.
Pretty.
But what do you think about what's going on down at the border?
Pretty girl. Beautiful. You're so beautiful. So damn beautiful.
Oh, then I accept it.
Can I take a date, shopping, dinner, and a movie?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
I can take you shopping.
Yeah.
On a date.
Yeah.
And a movie.
Yeah.
You got a dog. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He's going to screenshot it, everyone. Oh, that was really disturbing and weird. Who the fuck is this guy? For endorsements and views about my life and sponsors from Battle Creek, Michigan, awareness that even though really bad times, good things can come out of it. But everyone, I understand people don't like negative things happening, but we have to pray the best for each other regardless of the situation. With that being said, I would like to thank God not only for the best times, but for getting me through the worst times. God bless everyone who reads this and views my YouTube videos. Christopher Goyler, YouTube, please enjoy my YouTube videos. And he blessed most of all. And that was one giant sentence. Not a punctuation to be found anywhere. This is kind of disturbing. He has over 1,600 videos. Ooh, dude, we gotta look. We're gonna have to do some investigating here. Hot on the trail, okay? Listen, they weren't wrong. It was prophecy. It was prophecy that we would find ourselves in a situation to maybe find a creep and expose him. We don't know this for sure, but that video we just watched, very disturbing. That was the most recent video from about a month ago. So there's actually a chance that he's maybe got arrested for doing this. Best case scenario. But, with Trump in Iowa with a white hat on during a snowstorm delivering pizzas to the fire department, please. Destiny brought us here. Okay, let's see what this creep's got. You should have organized sports like teams. 100K, my money, is definitely on a different level. The reasons about the difference between a Democrat and a Republican 2024. That might be a hot take. You might have some hot takes. I love you. Love you. I hope you love me. Okay, well I'll bite. Let's do it.
Okay, I just went live, and
Yeah, these people like they just like go live. It's kind of like the people that we watch occasionally, like all of the UK drinkers and the weird doomers, antinatalists, that kind of thing. Like, and just people just filter through, like, and they always usually have like open invitations to come on and chat and stuff because they're lonely people and that's what they're looking for is connections and whatever. But you gotta imagine, like, some of these people, a dude like this might be kind of like a predator, right? Might be trying to court interactions, connections with what sounded like children.
I am preacher, pastor Christopher Allen Gallagher.
Oh my God. Do you guys really think he's a preacher or a pastor? Come down to the Green Church. The Green Church knows all, my boys and girls.
And I told all runaways to go to your families. Go home. And I will pray for your family restoration. All of you.
He's like, now I'm fucking serious now. He just gets all cranked up and he's like, man, I'm going to make some inspirational videos today. Right after I cooked his meth.
So anyway, I just woke up, sleeping. I was tired, and I was like, I woke up. I was like, you know what? I'll just call this. It's today is the day for all runaways to go home.
Oh shit, everybody. Rent's due. He's got to go visit mom. Yeah, I know, Mom. I smoked through all that money you gave me last time.
Go to wherever your families are, wherever you're from. No matter what's going on, where you're actually from. And I will pray for whatever is going on with you and where you're from, your families, wherever you're from. And I will pray that everything is restored as well as yourself. Just to go back to where you're from, whether it be some area or some city or a state or country.
Oh my God.
Where, your families,
He's like, is he going to be like that Jeffrey Marsh guy? This is like, he's trying to like do the Jeffrey Marsh grift. Cause does he end this with, and if you don't got nobody, you always got a place here with me. Chris Gaylor, preacher.
family, wherever it is. And I will pray that it's your relationships, your health, your financial stability, all that stuff that, let's say, it used to be lost, that was lost, that it's all restored. Okay? That everything you lost as a runaway, when you get to back wherever you're from, whether it be your home or your family, that you recover everything that is lost and everything is restored, and you go about your life, your business, whatever is going on with you runaways. I'll just call.
He's like, you're lost souls, okay? You just need a shepherd. I'm glad you're here watching my video.
Call y'all runaways, okay? And I'll say, I'll kind of go biblical, okay? In the name of Jesus Christ, I ask.
Hallelujah.
I pray.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Raise your hands up.
Amen.
Save these runaways. Keep them away from him.
God loves you.
Do not go to this man's house.
Everybody loves
you. Do not go into the green room, runaway children.
We love you.
There is nothing good in that room.
Everybody learns how to love themselves and their families learn to love them. We love everybody so, so much. Have a great day.
Oh my god. And he's got a lot of videos. 1,600 videos. All of them have like 25 views. This could be a gold mine. If he's not a creep that we have to try to report. So I'm trying to find the videos that have a lot of like emojis and talk about like this video is called "The Hug is Just a Hug." You know, stuff like that. To see if he says weird shit. Which, I mean, he's got it, well, you know what I mean. Really weird shit. He's going to say weird shit. Hopefully it's not like creepy weird.
Okay. Okay, AOC, Alexander Cortez, Muslim.
Oh shit, dude. He's about to let it rip. I can't believe this channel is still up on YouTube.
Woman. Mwah. I'm gonna let you know. As a Republican supporter.
Actually, God, he's like 340s deep right now. He's got the burp going on. He kind of looks like AOC's husband or boyfriend or whatever. I don't know if they're married. I think they might be married. He's like a ginger with a scraggly beard as well. Yeah, maybe Chris here has got a shot. At least she's age appropriate.
To the Democrat. Excuse me, AOC. I gotta do my hair. It's messed up. Who messed your hair up?
I mean, listen, you're in the presence of a lady.
I don't know what it's messed up. But anyway. Okay. So if you're a husband and wife, you woke up this morning and you gave each other a hug as a husband and wife. It is not a hug. I repeat, a hug. It's not the gateway to all drugs and alcohol and crime. Okay, when a husband and a wife hug each other, it's just a hug. Okay? A hug. Go Google the definition.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. This is like Dave Hodges' long lost son. He's like the family embarrassment. Dave's disowned him. He's just like a drunk drug addict, in and out of jail, on and off the dole. And he's like, I could do. This is my common sense show, Dad. AOC. A hug is just a hug. It's not gonna make you smoke crack. That's when your uncle fucks you, and then you grow up and you want to smoke crack.
Of hug. It is not the gateway to all drugs and alcohol and crime. It's just kind of like a gesture you give your husband or wife as a married couple before you go to work. Have a great weekend.
Oh, holy shit. He's going to show us the goods. He's going to show us the goods. Oh, my God.
I was just thinking about it, though. 'Cause I was watching this one woman. She was like, listen, a cup of milk is not the gateway to all drugs, okay? But anyway, to all people.
I got to imagine, in his mind, that whatever he was getting at was like a sick fucking burn. Like it was pointed. It was pointed.
A cup of milk is not the gateway to all drugs. And if you're a husband and wife and you woke up this morning and had to go to work at different locations, and you gave each other a hug. It is not to get rid of all drugs and alcohol and crime.
It's just not.
I love everybody, and it's the truth. Ask any judge, the Supreme Court judge, the circuit court, or district court judge. A hug between a husband and wife is just a hug and nothing other than a hug.
You
I
heard?
might
You get it?
oh, I might find a little hugging, like one hugging emoji, and put hug, HUG. And I can't wait for the response and the comments and the reactions. I know they're going to be great. People are going to love this video just like I love making it. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the rest of today, this evening, Friday night, Saturday early morning, Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, Saturday night, Sunday
He's he's like a wordsmith. He's a storyteller. Really knows how to spin a yarn.
early morning. Then you got church. Then you go to church. Whatever you do Friday and Saturday, then there'll be church on Sunday in America. Have I went to church? Yes, I
He's like, that's just a fact. What the fuck is he even talking about?
have. How did I get to church? I walked. Emmett Street Missionary Church. We had to walk up over overpass up a hill under a light just to get to church for prayer. I don't.
It's because he got his scooter repossessed. Like, dude, you gotta stop hitting people with your scooter. And he's like, no.
You know, one morning I was like, it was cold, nothing to do. I had nowhere to go. My mother goes, "Where are you going, Chris?" I said, I'm going for a walk." "Where you walk to?" I said, "The church right up the road." Walked up there. There was nobody there but the preacher, the pastor, Pastor Oral Banks. Asked him to pray for me. He prayed for me. Walked back home.
Just another day in the life of Christopher Gaylor. All right, let's watch. We're gonna watch one more, and then we'll probably call it a night. Seems like everybody's kind of done with me. So, watch one more for posterity. This one's called "Poor Mouth, Poor Life." Poverty mindset go hand in hand. Emojis, U.S. dollar signs, money, big pimpin' probably. I'm just here for the wisdom. I'm here for the knowledge.
Okay.
Is he sitting in his house with a fucking mask on? When was this? 11 months ago. Maybe he just wants to be... Maybe he thinks this is incognito mode IRL. Because like the way he's wearing his hat, it's almost like he looks like the silhouette of the incognito guy. You know what I mean?
A poverty mindset, a poor mouth, and a poor life. A poverty mindset.
I mean, this guy, if he gets in front of the right audience, watch out, Jocko Willings. Watch out, Rafa. Chris Gaylor is going to fucking eat your lunch. You hear the wisdom here? You hear the power of these words?
A poor mouth, a poor life, as a poverty mindset. You dig?
I guess.
So now I'm going to take my hat off so you can see me. Poor mouth, poor life.
What is he doing? This is... This is kind of befuddling.
Causes a poverty mindset. You know where the education starts? You know where education starts? With what you say about yourself from within and everybody around you. Because what you say about yourself and other people, that can either what you say about yourself and other people that affects you and everybody in your family.
Yeah, so that's where your education starts, you know? It's about the information that you are putting out into the world by your actions. You're creating information that then has ripple effects cosmically. Who knows how far it goes? I mean, he's talking about their family. That's a little small-minded, Chris. I think we really want to take this thing all the way across the galaxy. Why stop? Why stop?
A poor mouth, a poor life. Honesty. Ryan said this, the benefit of the doubt.
This is what it would be like actually being in the room with him. This is what it's like hanging out with Chris.
Jesse Waters.
He's just hanging out in the house watching the Five, you know? You know what he's looking for.
God damn. Okay. Well, that's good info, man.
Some good info.
I was watching Tyrus. The other day. Goes, why don't the parents get arrested? The children are traveling the streets in packs. But then again, I mean, what about the other ones? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That was like a Joker moment. You know the movie Joker with Joaquin Phoenix? When he has like the laugh, the inflection in the wrong place, and then he just like kind of goes back to a blank slate. That's kind of like what just happened. He's like, yeah, that's supposed to be funny. I'm supposed to do this. And then immediately back to psychopath. I don't know what you're talking. I really, honestly, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea. I'm sorry. You know, the girls, they're harsh, but they're fair. They're fair.
I know that they're trying. Look at this point. At this point, you know what I think they're pissed off about. You know what I think they're pissed off about.
This wad, the sweaty wad of $5 bills wrapped in a 20. That's government money, boy. I earned that with my illness.
It's just history. Like Matt Mercer goes. As far as I'm concerned, they murdered Jesus Christ.
Like, where are we going? Wow. It's like he's skipping through time. You know, he's living like interdimensionally. It's just all of these things are flashing before him. He's trying to exist in everywhere all at once.
Well, you know, I was just watching a man and a woman talk, and I said, "Why don't you be nice to him?" And he goes, "She don't know how to. So why can't you just?"
He's like, isn't that sad? Did he know these people? Did this really happen? Is he talking about watching people on TV and imagining this? Or is he talking about like he was like maybe at in a store, in a gas station? He just overhears this and he says, "Come on, man. He's not that bad, is he?" Shh. Shit.
Be nice to him. And the man goes, she don't know how to. No, it's a grown woman and a grown man.
Yeah, he's like psychically looking into the future, imagining the comments that he's going to get, and he's answering them in real time. So you don't even have to bother to write them. It's kind of incredible. He's actually changing reality before our very eyes.
I said, why don't you just be nice to him? And he goes, she don't know how to.
I think I got that the first time there, Chris. Unbelievable.
You ever notice that 5 years ago, if I want to, I could turn up real quick and I can flex you and everybody. Okay?
What? Excuse me?
But 5 years ago, what has happened the last 5 years? Listen, a poor mouth, you will have a poor life.
See, he's bringing it all back around. This is actually what you've listened to is an expert speech. He's bringing it all the way back around to the beginning of the story.
That will cause your poverty mindset. It'll cause your poverty mindset to stay. Get rid of your poor mouth so you won't have a poor life, and you can get rid of your poverty mindset quickly.
All you got to do is get some money momentum. You guys ever seen Money Momentum? It's a Kids in the Hall sketch. It's like these guys that like the guys that go to businesses to give like seminars about like how to make money, and they just go up to a whiteboard and they just keep adding zeros to a number, and they're like, and that's money momentum.
Just be nice to him, and don't say, she don't know how to. You know what I've learned? I was told, they said, Chris, I said, what? You go, when you see things and hear things, don't describe what you see and hear. You go, and I said, why? Because they said you.
Why? Because you're fucking crazy and you're delusional, and don't just say this shit to people, random strangers. Stop going up to couples and telling women to be nice to their husbands. Stop.
You've always done that, and it never changed. I said, you're right. So when you see and hear it, change the way you.
So he's like, now when I speak to people, I hold a wad of cash in front of my mouth so that they know who they're dealing with.
Change what you're saying about what you see and hear, and it will change. But you got to stop saying the same things. That when you see it and hear it, you got to word it differently. You got to say it differently.
You can't run around calling people the N-word, Chris. It's uncouth. It's uncouth, okay?
I don't need friends. They disappoint me.
You know? You could probably follow that lady. Well, that's Chris.
Nasty bastard. As soon as I pee on him, he comes.
You know he's a nasty bastard. So I haven't seen anything creepy or alarming like that last video again. I haven't seen any of that yet. We're going to watch, I may hang out for a little bit longer. I actually didn't realize it was so early. I'm going to do some more investigating. I'm just kind of on the Chris train right now. This is a real weird bastard. It's a real weird guy.
We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
Whining, begging, and complaining. I can stay in fear, worry, doubt, torment, or any other word that you want to throw in there that describes what Satan wants.
Oh yeah, he's like full old lady. Like he has the lifestyle of an elderly woman, hanging out watching the Five in the dark by himself, watching TV evangelists. This is like a nana.
To see us go through. Or I can choose this day whom I'll decide to serve. As for me and my household, we serve the Lord. And when I make the choice to expect a miracle, I believe God has to honor that choice. When I make the
Oh, these people make demands of God. They're saying, "Oh, I made a choice, bitch. You better respect it, okay? Because I do a lot of good stuff. I'm always on TV preaching the good word. Give me my jet." Let's skip ahead a little bit. I want to see if Chris adds some commentary. I don't want to just listen to a speech by this woman with Chris mean mugging me.
I don't believe we have to just tolerate it, put up with it, get through it. Whew. I believe we can be an overcomer. I believe we can be more than a conqueror through Christ who gives us the strength. So whatever it is you're going through right now, I pray for you. I pray for you from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. I pray for God.
So that's where he gets his shtick. So this is, now we're finding out a little bit about Chris, right? So he's introduced himself in videos that he did after this one, because we're kind of going in reverse order, that he was a preacher. And he was saying things very similar to what this woman's saying. So now we have that kind of sorted out. Where does he get this angle from? What is the inspiration of this?
God to minister healing to you in every area of your life. I pray for you spiritually, for a close relationship with Jesus. Maybe you've never accepted Jesus as your Savior. I have a friend who got saved by saying, Jesus, okay. And we knew his family.
And then right and then and there, he was. Spooky stuff. Does he talk or not? I don't think he's going to talk. I think this is just this show, but we'll watch a little bit more.
Richard knew his family, they knew his parents, his grandparents, and this young man was in a drug stupor. That's the best way I can say it. Didn't know where he was.
Chris is like, yeah, been there. Been there. Preach it, sister.
Didn't know what he was doing and started vomiting. Now, Lindsay, that's a little disgusting. Yes, it is. But in the middle of it all, when he thought...
Actually, you know who she reminds me of? Dave Hodges. She kind of has a Dave Hodges presence, an aura about her, a truth teller maybe.
His life was over. He said 2 words: Jesus, okay. You know what he's doing today? Yep, preaching the gospel to the nations.
Wow, dude, seriously, that's like that's like the Joker, dude. That's like the Joker, dude. You're like looking into the eyes of a psychopath. Holy shit. And let me tell you what, dude. We're headed straight for this. We're headed straight for oblivion with this fella.
He and his family are missionary evangelists to the world. Praise the Lord. And I want you to say that today. If you'd like to accept Jesus as your Savior, you can say, Father, in the name of Jesus, I ask you to forgive me of my
Will you say it?
I repent. I take Jesus as
Repent,
my Lord
Chris.
and I choose
Repent.
from this day on to serve you in Jesus' name.
Repent.
And I also think you can say, Jesus, okay. And I appreciate you.
I will.
Oh, so it must be his dad or something.
Yeah, I gotta finish this.
Physically, whatever it is that you're going through, from the crown of your head
I
to the
will.
soles of your feet.
Just set up there the thing.
To line up with the Word of God. And I also pray for you.
That guy fucked up his video. Okay, well, let's skip ahead a little bit. Yeah, it's just more. Well, it's very beautiful. So this next video is entitled, These Young Women Really Believed That I Was Going to Give Them My Stimulus Money. So now this is kind of what we were looking for earlier. So the last video he posted was kind of a creeper video. It sounds like he's on like TikTok or Instagram or something, talking to what sounded like a very young girl. And then he wanted to take her shopping, and they were arguing about her or him accepting a friend request. And he's like, well, you're trying to get me in trouble. So it kind of gave off the sense that he knows he's being a fucking creep. And so maybe this is kind of his MO. Maybe this is part of what he does, and it's kind of buried in the 1,600 videos that he has. And they're all just like this. Now, no shade because of low views, solid Zoobox numbers they are. But he's got like 1,600 videos, and they're all like 12 to 30 views at the most. You guys are experiencing something very special right now. We're in a very exclusive club. the Chris Galyar Club. All right, let's see what he has to say about his creep behavior.
Enough about me. Help her. She deserves it. Enough about me. Help her. She deserves it. She's well deserving. Okay, so I'm getting a messed up deal, right? I went to jail, got put on probation. My lawyer's a woman, the judge is a woman. He said, "Kirsch,
He's fucked." Because it's for sexual assault. I was just talking to him.
go back home and be with your parents." Okay, so they're intentionally messing people up so everybody gets a free pass. Okay, so they're intentionally report people, locking them up, putting them in prison, putting them in jail, putting them in institutions, mental illness, medication. They're intentionally doing people wrong, so everybody else gets.
I don't know, Chris. I don't know if you're the best judge of this situation. Honestly, I may defer to the actual judge, to the courts, for this. I don't know. I'm just saying, let Jesus take the wheel, Chris. Just, yeah. I wonder what he got locked up for. I don't think he mentioned it.
Free pass. That's what's really happening. Okay. So
Is he saying that like because he's at his dad's house now or his parents' house, that he has been kind of let off easy and he finds it concerning? Like he's afraid for everybody. He's like, there's lots of Chris Galyars out there. Okay, we're walking the streets now. They won't lock us up. But no, that's not what he's saying. He's complaining that they're doing it in general. I'm assuming he's kind of claimed some sort of money scheme, and maybe he's right. Do they get federal tax dollars for every inmate? What's going on? Is this big money? Is this big prison? You about to blow this thing wide open, Chris?
everybody gets a free pass. I had one girlfriend in 20 years. I've never had in my whole life. I've never had over the most money I've had at one time. Stimulus money. Oh, $2,800. That's the most money I've ever had at one time. It's $2,800. I see where this is
So I was out at Red Lobster every single night spending that money. I ain't got no money to give you. I spent it at the Red Lobster.
see where, and this. You know how many women I promised to give all that money to? That $2,800, and they thought they really believed me. Like I'm stupid enough.
So he's just crawling around the internet, being a fucking creep, telling women he'll give them $2,800, trying to get his dick wet or something. I don't even know what his game is. I mean, maybe he would have taken them to Red Lobster. They might have got that out of the deal.
To give any woman one lump sum of $2,800, of my first, second, third stimulus package. Okay? They're intentionally doing people wrong. So
Fuck. How do these things connect, you know? He always takes us on such a journey. There's so many divergences, and they just don't seem like they add up. There's just a lot of like loose strings everywhere. What the fuck are we supposed to do with this kind of information? What happened to these people? Chris?
everybody gets a free pass. That's what's up. Locking people up, prison, jail, institution, mental illness, medication. Okay, psychiatry, Dr. Anthony Fauci, Dr. Hussein, Anamichi, Sven Sedilius, Marlo Kirby. Okay? They're probably doing this man wrong, so everybody else gets a free pass. There ain't nothing to do here. He don't get to have anything. These people would rather, lie. Liars.
He truly has the gift of gab, you know? I really can't make heads or tails of what he's talking about. I mean, I know there's, he was duping girls, promising them money, and this somehow, maybe he got in trouble as a result of doing something like this? I don't know. I kind of just don't understand the fucking point he's making. I tell you, these kooks, they'll wear on you.
About being sinners and destruction. Jesus Christ saves people from sin. Jesus Christ hates liars. That are lying about being sinners and destruction. I'm not worried about it. I knew what was going on the whole fucking time. I'm not worried about it. It's no big deal to me.
See, he's got it figured out. So now I kind of understand at least something he's talking about. He's up here, okay? Listen, let me show you. We live down here in the normie world, okay? Chris lives up here. He's kind of above us, a higher echelon, if you will. He's, he's privy to many, 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 many variations of esoteric knowledge about the way the world works and what's really going on, okay?
Everybody else is pressed about other people and other business and probably money. That's why people are probably mistreating each other. Probably because of the money. Do you really think that I was this girl in Atlanta, another girl in Texas, another girl in California? These women, I intentionally lied to them. I intentionally did it.
Why? I guess is this like a red pill thing? Is this like his misogyn nerd rising up? He just likes to fuck with women. He thinks they deserve it.
I know what I'm doing. I lied to him. I was like, yeah, I'll give you the money, sure. Now, Chris, make sure when you get your stomach, make sure you send it to us. I'm like, okay. Maybe if I'd had $10,000, I might have sent maybe 1,000. But I couldn't send him the only money I had.
I mean, what were they thinking, Chris? I mean, they're goofballs, dude. People are goofballs.
And you guys already made me out to be a foolish man in the world, not with God and Jesus Christ. You made me out to be a foolish man of the world, not in heaven, not with God and Jesus Christ. Okay?
He actually kind of reminds me of this crazy dude I used to watch all the time. I've mentioned him a few times on stream. Lord Stephen Christ. Seems like Lord Stephen Christ was definitely more cogent, more coherent. I mean, he was a batshit crazy guy. He had a theory of concave Earth, that we were actually living inside of a globe, and he thought he was the second coming of Christ, or maybe the Antichrist. It was never very clear. Yeah, he ended up dying in a prison. I think it may be COVID related, but yeah, he got arrested a few times in his life. One of the times he got arrested was for threatening to assassinate Obama, and then on his YouTube, he threatened President Trump for not announcing him as the second coming of Christ and handing over the keys to the kingdom to Lord Stephen. He was very upset about it, and it was like me, my brother, and like 4 other people saw this video because he was live streaming it of him threatening the president. And then a day later, his channel was deleted, and he got a visit from the feds, and they arrested him because it was the second time in his life that he had done this. They put him in real prison. They're like, no, dude, you're staying in there. And then he actually mounted his own defense and claimed to be a sovereign citizen. And clearly, the judge did not buy that theory.
I knew I was lying to them women about giving them the money. They believed it. Them woman really believed I was going to give them all my money, and I didn't do it.
He's an innocent man. He didn't do it. All right. I don't know how many more of these I can handle tonight, but let me see. What's this one called? Women that do what they do best. See, I'm trying to get a feel for kind of how he feels about women in general. Just because of the creep behavior. I want to see what motivates it.
I'm wrong for saying this. I shouldn't even be saying this at all. I know
But he's a fucking rebel, and he's a maverick, and he doesn't fuck around, and he only speaks the truth.
wrong. I'll probably get punished. I know I'm wrong for what I'm about to say. I'll probably get punished for it. Because this is something a lot of people already know. And they've heard it time and time again, and they don't want to hear it no more. But I'm going to say it anyway. And I know I shouldn't say it, and I know I'm wrong for saying it. This is something I knew a long time ago. This is something a lot of people knew a long time ago.
But they guess they forgot. This wisdom has been lost. It has been lost due to a disrespectful, unappreciative generation.
But I'll say it. I don't know why. To whom it
Women be shopping.
may concern. To whom it may concern. But I've learned that when you're for sure, right? You just know. You're convinced. And listen, fellas, ladies, and
Like, holy shit. He's like done an intro like over and over and over and over again. He's just like stuck on the introduction part. That was a long minute. It's only been a minute. I feel like I thought we had been here at least for 2 or 3.
gentlemen, if you know that the ladies are not gonna do anything with you at all, get over it. Get your job. Get a government check. Get you some money and go shopping. Buy yourself.
Oh, he's just, the treat yourself. You can either get a job or, go figure out how to get on welfare. And then once you do, treat yourself. Buy yourself a dress. Get yourself some macaroni and cheese pre-made from the grocery store. Treat yourself.
Okay. Well, I'm only interested in a woman. Okay, that's cool. You're only interested in a woman, but you can't get one. Well, then
What?
enjoy being alone and single and try to get some money.
I mean, he's not wrong. Women do respond to money, I've heard. I mean, this is like, might as well be watching the godfather of the red pill movement, Rollo Tomasi. It's on that level.
Well, I want a relationship with a woman, and a woman only, and I don't want anything. I don't want nothing. Well, if you know that women are, fellas, gentlemen, if you know the ladies, women are not going to do a damn thing with you, just why don't you just
Yeah, because, like, a girl don't want no scrub. Scrub ain't going to get nothing from me. On the passenger side of my best friend's ride, trying to holler at me? I don't think so.
leave it at that and say, you know what? My only interest are women, and I know they're not going to do anything with me, so I'm just going to get a job. I'm going to find a way to make money so I can just carry on by myself.
Okay.
And this is where the whole thing goes topsy-turvy.
I just realized this for myself. I was thinking, you know what? I have tried everything I wasn't supposed to do, everything I was supposed to do. I have said everything I wasn't supposed to say. I was supposed to say.
This is what DBDR is going to be like in 10 years. He's going to start doing hard drugs. He's going to keep drinking. He's going to become an alcoholic, and this is his future.
And I couldn't even get a girl to take a girl on a date. And I realized that women are just not going to do what they do with me. So I just got to leave it at that. And I got to figure out a way to make money. What 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 would be any man's best option if his only interest was the opposite sex and he
Well, you know what he's got to do? He's got to start an OnlyFans. It's like, I'm a man. All I want to do is coon. That's all I really care about. How do I turn that into dollary dues? Well, I finger my asshole on the internet.
couldn't even get one date, I think your only other option would be either your only option would be to be a hustler or work to make money. If you couldn't get a wife, if you can't get a wife or a girlfriend, or you can't even get a woman as a friend, just to be friendly, like just to talk. Because I will be honest, um, you I've tried to be nice. Like I
I go out there and I try to show them a good time. I try to be a nice guy. I tell them they're pretty and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I just kind of yell it at them from across the street, but it just, you think you say a nice thing, somebody should appreciate it.
have tried to do the most and the least. So I just had to run everybody off, especially girls I've talked to, because I realized them girls are just not gonna do that stuff with me. Anything, the type of activities they have, I was like, I just gotta run everybody out of my life. Because I was talking to some, decent woman, and I realized they're just not gonna do or have. They're just not gonna have anything to do with me.
He was chatting with a woman at CVS and she didn't immediately give him a blowjob. It's like, how long do I got to talk to you to do the things that women do with men? How long do I have to talk to you to make that happen?
So I was like, well, I'm just gonna have to find a way to make some money and make it on my own. Get used to being single and get used to being alone, and that ain't nothing I can do about it.
Oh.
'Cause I was talking to a lot of girls for many years.
When I was locked up. Used to talk to him on a messenger service that my dad paid for.
And nothing happened. And I realized real quick, I gotta run everybody out of my space, my
See, as we learned in the previous video, they were really there. They were just like after his stimulus money. That's what they were after. He's chatting up all these girls, telling them that he's going to give them his stimulus money. And he thought that was his way in, provider. And when he didn't deliver, they didn't want to talk to him anymore. They said he was an asshole. What are you going to
do? Women.
Black Pill George.
My existence, my life, every area of my life, I got to run everybody out. I couldn't even get a date with one woman. So I figured I better stop wasting my time. And even trying to talk to any girl, even on my phone. So I went to the extreme to stop talking to all women.
I mean, this is pretty nice of him, honestly. It's pretty gracious.
I'm gonna have to get used to being alone, and probably figure out a way to create some kind of hustle or lifestyle that might be good for me. Because you can try, fellas, all you want, but when there's something about you that women just don't like, they're just not gonna like it, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. If there's something about you that woman will not have anything to do with you, fellas.
If you are a sex offender, women tend to not want to speak to you after they find out. It's not right.
It ain't that you got to get it out of your life. You just got to figure out that right now you gotta figure out something else. I'm just talking about like the option I choose is keep my distance from everybody. Even keep my distance and force people.
Oh my God. Don't threaten us with a good time, Chris.
To keep their distance. Like forcefully make people keep their distance.
So this is just him rationalizing, like wanting to hit his dad. I'm going to go beat up my parents. You better stay away from me. Unless you got a hot babe that's down to clown.
Like, if you see me standing somewhere, beware, danger, stay away.
He's like a wild animal. Now he's just threatening just anyone, people, passers-by.
But I realize that right now, that when women are not interested in anything about me, so my option I chose was just to make money and enjoy, being the single life and being alone. Because
he just, he picked the higher path, the hermit's path, Prophet says, why do I get the feeling this guy still knows what you did last summer? Oh, shit, dude. He's the hook.
there ain't nothing I can do. So, make money. Enjoy. What happens when, you just, some people, the only option I'm giving myself is to make money. because that
Prophet says there are definitely attractive teenagers on meat hooks somewhere on his property. Yeah, I'm seeing that too. I'm feeling that energy, that vision. This is a strange odyssey. This guy could. What if he's like a serial killer?
that's the only option I'm gonna give myself, and I know I'm wrong.
Like the look on his face. This is the kind of dude. Like when you see him on the street, you like find a way to not have to pass by him. You know what I mean? Like you cross the street when you see staring down the barrel on the sidewalk of a dude like this. Those fucking dead eyes.
And it can make me even more messed up. I know I'm wrong for a lot of things I've seen do. Like I'm wrong for making this video. I'm wrong for a lot of shit I do. I don't like to be biblical about everything.
Oh my God.
I don't like to be biblical about everything because you can be biblical about stuff, so
It's a free country, Chris.
Sometimes you got to, if things just don't happen, oh man. Anyway, fellas, if you know the ladies are not gonna do anything with you, and you know that,
So his advice is it give up? I hope it is. If it keeps Chris off the streets, keeps him away from people, Jesus.
you know that the ladies know they're not in it. Guess this ain't good. This is not good at all. So, fellas, just stay the fuck away from the woman. If you know they don't want to deal with you, and they're not gonna deal with you at all, just stay away from them. You might live a little bit longer, and you might live to be a little more happier for a couple more days. But if you know a woman ain't gonna deal with you, fellas, just keep your distance from everybody.
Oh my God. All right, let's go to the next one. Holy shit. This one's called Ladies, y'all have a 3-step option. Call, walk, or drive. Can't wait to see y'all. Be good. So this is somebody, he's trying to lure someone into his spider's web, into his trap. Oh, he's a real piece of work, this guy. He's kind of exhausting.
I got a word. I got a word for the ladies. This is for the ladies. All for the ladies.
He's drunk. He's been drinking cough syrup all morning, and he's ready to make a statement.
This is about as good as it's gonna get, ladies. Forever. You got 3 options. Okay, ladies. This is as good as it's gonna get, ladies, with me. Forever. You got 3 options.
So he's giving them the ultimatum. So now we are going, like I said, remember, we're going backwards in time. This is basically just like the movie Memento. That's what's happening. We're putting the pieces of this man's life together, his personality, in reverse order. So you have to keep that in mind. So he's giving these women an ultimatum. He's saying, this is who I am. Take it or leave it. And then apparently they rejected him. Prophet says, is he in an ice fishing hut? Where the fuck does he broadcast from? I don't know. I'm assuming this is I think he said he lives with his parents as part of his getting out of jail situation. But yeah, it's like a garage or something. It's a wacky place.
Options. You could call me on my cell phone or you can walk up the driveway, knock on the door. I don't know if anybody answered though. Or you could drive here and knock on the door. I don't know if anybody answered though. That's the only option you want to have. That's the
You know, I got to start this off with a red alert, red alert, red alert.
Do not go to this man's house. Stay away from the green room.
that's the most effective way we could probably.
Like, is he the villain in fucking the first season of True Detective? You know what I mean?
Manage it. Does any other ways? It's either too much or too little. Any other way is probably just too much or too little. Okay? So if you ladies want anything to do with me at all,
You got to get your ass to my house. Wigga said, what?
you only got 3 options. Call me on my cell phone, walk here, or drive here. Them are the only 3 options.
It's the only ways you can actually get to his house.
Okay. God damn. Okay. Well, that's good info, man.
Prophet says, not going to lie, this is the exact kind of guy who would like and comment on the Naked King 420's posts. Oh, for sure. You're going to take him back. You're going to take him back in time to a simpler time in his life. He's got to live vicariously through your posed figures.
Options you ladies have with me here forever. And there you go. Hello? What do you want, girl? What? Somebody's at the door?
Sorry, bitch. You late. You should have drove over instead of called.
Girls, hold up. I gotta see who's at the door. I'll call you back.
Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? All right, hold on. We gotta find you again. People are upset with themselves for no reason. Everyone stop trying to get me involved with this current conflict. Why are they trying to drag me into the Afghanistan withdrawal? Why are they doing this to me? I already got treatment for my drug addiction in the year 2000. I overcame my drug addiction. Doubt? Press X to doubt? This one's called I'll Find You Again. Find You Again. A nice short one.
They said, what the fuck do you see in her? They said, what the fuck do you see in him? Girl, you should love.
So he must have been for like years just posting videos about these maybe online interactions he has with women or the women that he talks to and fucking like, you know, talks to on Instagram and promises money to and shit when he's not in prison. Prophet says, what the fuck color even is that room? That's like super lime. Something like that. It's like Nickelodeon GAC colored green.
Oh, he's disgusting. You shouldn't trust him. He's a fuck up. And
Show me the lie, Christopher.
I'm successful. And somebody loves me. Let me try to say it.
He always does this. Almost every video he does like an opening that's like kind of a concise thing. It's like the too long didn't read version of what he's about to mumble his way through. It's very generous. I mean, you could just kind of listen to that before he drops character and he goes into regular Chris.
They're like, what the fuck do you see? Hold up. What the fuck do you see in her? What the fuck do you see in him? Why you love him? You shouldn't trust him. He's a fuck up. He's disgusting. And now he's successful, and you're
So this is like a fantasy that's playing out in his head. This is like this script in his brain. That's why he had to kind of set back. He's like, can we go back to 1? Rolling. You ready, Chris? Yeah, I'm ready. Hold on. What do you even see in him? He's disgusting.
and your family loves him. Is that a little bit better? No? Any better? No, but I'm not gonna listen. If somebody put that in their raps, and I figured I'll try my best at saying it the way I say it. I don't know if YouTube gonna let me download this video, but it's like this dude. He's talking about him and his girl and shit, and he was talking to him and said, "What the fuck do you see in her?" And
Oh my God, I can't. Next video. Holy shit. This one's called Women's Behavior. You know, I like to hear the guru talk. Like, set us straight, Chris. Tell us how to deal with loneliness.
well, I don't. When
And again, we're going backwards in time. Remember that.
it comes to relationships, for me, when it comes to relationships with women, I don't think I'm ever gonna even get. I don't even think anybody's gonna give me a chance. But um, if I'm trying to exit a relationship with a woman, if I'm trying to exit a toxic relationship, if I am with a woman and I'm not being allowed to exit the relationship on good terms on my behalf and her behalf, whose fault's that?
Right? Whose fault is that? Whose fault is it? So he's just wargaming relationships constantly in his brain, just wargaming them. And he's always losing. And he's like, you know what? At some point I got to give up. So now we're starting to see here the teetering. There's definitely some confidence in between this video and the last one. And we know he finally does get to the point that he swears off women and people in general. Even by saying stay away from him or he'll have to get physical with you.
Say if everybody knows the relationship between me and the woman is just not it, and they're not allowing me to make it right with her or myself to my benefit and her benefit, whose fault's that? And I'll be honest with you, for me, not being allowed to perform in any type of way with any woman as I should with any woman as I should. And it's just not, things are just not really happening between me and woman like they're supposed to. But it's really,
the way God intended. It's for Chris to get laid. Like they're supposed to be happening. But there's something out. The world is just a twisted place now.
it's really, I'm like, on my part, I would say, at least I'm trying to, go about it the way it's supposed to be done. And everybody's saying, oh no, you're doing it. When it comes,
Chris, you have revealed to people. Now, I guess at this point he hadn't revealed this, but that he tells women on the internet that he's going to give them his money, so that they'll keep talking to him. Well, there you go. Thank you, Light. He must have been doing that at this time period. Like, he does so many videos that, we're going backwards in time, but we're only like a year from we're only a year. And, we didn't watch most of them. We're only a year from now at this point. There's a lot of videos in between.
Comes the woman, everybody goes, "You're doing everything wrong." And I'm like, well, I'm not really. It's this not like. It's like people are going out of their way to make sure my relationship with woman is not. And this.
So it's kind of like the narcissist dilemma. Like, it's not. It can't be his fault. Like, it's also just, it's everybody. It's their fault. It's everyone around him's fault. Like, he's trying to be a good guy. He's trying to do the right thing. He's a kind man. He's very nice to women, apparently. And it's everybody else that's fucking it up. People coming in saying things like, no, do not go to that guy's house that you were talking to online. No. Even if he tells you that he'll give you $2,800, do not do that. And he's like, man, why are you always fucking in my way? She's 13. Let her grow up.
So y'all can use it against me. Like, so you guys can hold stuff against me, because I don't think I'm being allowed to do anything right or wrong with any woman, to the point where this is just causing me problems all around, because I'm not being allowed to deal with one woman or multiple women at one time in human form together, and I'm not getting, like, it's like an opportunity that people just won't.
Listen, he's not talking about fucking hardcore porno sex. He's just talking about regular sex. He can't even get that. And he's just kind of, let's put him in a way. I don't know why people keep messing it up for him.
Won't let happen. So, however you people want to describe what you're not letting happen. Like, I think a lot of people are going out.
Is one of his own videos playing in the background? I think it is. Again, another example, another like kind of preview into the soundscape of an insane mind.
Out of their way to make sure my relationship with woman is a complete disaster and failure.
Somehow this is Barack Obama's fault. I'm not even joking.
And it really sucks on my behalf when I'm not allowed, women are not allowed to pretty much, we're not allowed to deal with each other at all. And for woman and me, we're not really given the chance to have any type of relationship that's supposed to happen. I think the only relationships that are being allowed between me and women are probably inappropriate, as they would say, them are inappropriate relationship. That's inappropriate contact. Why don't you give him better options with women?
Is he talking about like rape? Like, what? The only options he has available to him are inappropriate contact. That could be prostitutes, or he could be talking about like, I gotta rape women. I mean, I don't have a choice. What am I supposed to do?
Because it sounds like you guys want to give him all the worst options that can get him in trouble with women, instead of the options he's supposed to have. So I think there's people that are intentionally going out of their way to make his relationship with any woman probably a complete disaster and failure. So,
Celebrate his attacker and call for more violence against Brand and our family.
because
All for doing to question the status quo. Well, I won't quit because I know my husband.
I've seen people,
Not because he
you know, say things
most people,
that didn't line up.
not just because he's right, because he cares.
And I know this, I've noticed people say a lot of stuff that with him it's just not possible. And there's a lot of people that talk about him like it's possible, and there's other people that say that's really not possible with him. So why are you even trying to take it there?
People whispering, concerned parents whispering into the ears of their teenage daughters. No.
Well, a lot of people are talking like there's a lot of things possible with him. But then again, are them things that you guys seem to say is possible with him? And there's other people they're like, well, we really haven't seen a fraction of that even happen come to pass. So where are you guys trying to go with this?
So people are just like shit talking, and they're saying, listen, dude, this guy is in and out of jail. He's schizophrenic. He's fucking crazy. He's bad news. And he's like, but I haven't been bad in like 2 weeks. I haven't been in jail in like 2 weeks. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, you say I do all these things, but I haven't done those things yet. I mean, I'm going to, but I haven't yet.
Well, if women are just calling him and asking him for money
that he says he's going to give them.
So is that all that's really happening? As these women are calling you, are approaching you for money? Yeah.
Oh my God, that's a drop. Oh, that's a drop right there. You mean women only approaching you for money? Yeah. Let's hear that again.
Women are calling you, are approaching you for money?
Yeah. That's amazing.
As these women are calling you, are approaching you for money?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the Republican National Committee 2022 election.
I don't know. Maybe all you women and all you men are in cahoots together doing everything.
Listen, I want to be crystal clear with you, Christopher. I am in cahoots. I am fucking in cahoots to stop you from being a fucking creep. 100%.
Everything you can to destroy this person. Maybe some of you men and women know it's possible that his relationship with woman could be a complete success, and some of y'all women and men are just not having that.
People just live to make Chris miserable. It's the entire focus of their adult lives. I like how he's kind of satisfied with his detective work here, his mental detective work. He's very like satisfied with it. He even has like this little pause where he's kind of pleased with himself, acting like a fighter. He's like, "Ugh, yeah, let's do it. I just did it."
The Republican Party has a historic opportunity to change the direction of the country in 2000.
Well, I know I ended a lot of relationships with women on a bad note.
You don't say.
But there's been a few women that I've ended the relationship on good terms. There's been a few relations that I ended my relationship with a few women under good terms, like
Yeah. Without beating them up and then going to jail. It's possible, boys. Believe in yourself.
on a good note. And I really know I did that. You know, some of the girls that I left a relationship, I really, made sure that, you know, I left them, pretty much either the way I found them or even better off. Maybe there weren't much of them, but
He's like, when I found them, they wanted to get high, and then after I left them, they were high. Yeah, I date women very quickly. about 4 hours.
I think them are the ones that count.
He's like, and when I get those government checks, I can pay the prostitutes, and I don't have to be hunted down by one of their pimps, and then beaten up.
But I think you guys need to stop messing his relationship up with women, and then turn around
Yeah.
and like making it look like he's always the if some y'all women are gonna tell a story about him or yourselves, make sure you're telling the whole story, y'all woman. And
Yeah, let's not cherry pick information here to paint Christopher in a bad light. Yeah, I know. Did he continuously kind of admit to constantly hitting rock bottom and being in and out of jail and being kind of aggressive physically with people over and over and over again? Of course. But those are not things to be concerned with. Did anybody tell him about his YouTube channel? Huh? Did any of these people mention that Christopher is a YouTuber? One of the most sought after careers on the globe right now? Yeah. Yeah.
and not just your own version of the way you want it of the way you want it said. So some y'all women should need to start telling the full story. Because I think some y'all women got some information about yourselves or him that you are just.
Why is he talking in the third person like this? Chris, we know you're talking about yourself.
Unwilling to even act on it yourselves. It ain't like you got to tell anybody. I think you woman got some information within yourselves that you just don't want. You just want to leave it there, and you don't want to mess with it.
All right. Well, I think that's where we're going to end it tonight. It seems like, from what I can gather from scrolling back a little bit farther, that Chris went through a phase before this where he was super into the Bible and preaching. So a lot of preaching videos, a lot of stuff about God, a few political ones. I think Chris will be a returning featured player here on Nightcap in 2024, I got to say. Even just to possibly report him. Even just to do that. Got to keep tabs on our weirdos. Okay, well, that's going to do it for me tonight. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. I appreciate it. I'll be back Thursday nights. We're going to be doing, not Nightcap, we're going to be doing Goes to the Movies Live. Me and Jeremy, or Jeremobi. He's been on Goes to the Movies a bunch of times. He's going to be my co-host on that show. And we're super stoked. We're going to have a good time. We're going to be talking about our best and worst movies of 2023 and some other stuff we liked from the past year. So we'll be doing that right here on Rumble and my Twitter or X accounts and on our YouTube channel. I think our main YouTube channel. We're going to give it a go.